Welcome everyone to our new series titled The Art of Giving. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you once again to Torah Anytime for posting this series. I want to dedicate today's motivational mindset to our dear daughter Pesi, who recently became a bas mitzvah. Mazel tov Pesi, and may you continue to be a source of nachas to all of Klal Yisrael. In September 2017, Hurricane Irma was predicted to hit South Florida and bring a tremendous amount of devastation. And we were petrified as well as everybody else around us. What are we going to do? And all of a sudden I got an email from the Atlanta Jewish community inviting everybody from South Florida to come up to Atlanta if they wanted to, and they'll house you and they'll take care of everything. Well, we took them up on the opportunity, and what we experienced was unbelievable. There were over 2,000 Jews from South Florida that went to Atlanta and were hosted and put up last minute. The shul provided meals during the week as well as on Shabbos, every single meal for all the guests that were there. They even had a snack room available during the day if at any time any of the guests want to come in and grab a snack. On Sunday morning, they provided a concert and entertainment for the children of all the Florida guests. It was unbelievable. And then it came Tuesday, and Hurricane Irma turned to a tropical storm, yet it hit Atlanta, and it still caused a tremendous amount of damage. There was a blackout, there were trees that were down, and all this was going on in the neighborhood. And then I received an email expecting that, listen, we're not going to be able to provide supper tonight for the South Florida guests. But no. This is what the email said, and I quote, "It said, due to the volatile weather and blackouts, we've been advised to avoid moving around large numbers of people, especially children. We've therefore decided not to hold a public sit-down dinner tonight at Beit Jacob, and instead to offer to-go dinner for our Florida guests. A team of volunteers is currently assembling prepackaged pans of food for families, and we ask that you send one person to come pick up the meals." I found that experience to be so incredible and so eye-opening, how an entire community could be so giving to people that they don't know, even while they themselves are going through a difficult circumstance, to be showing such unbelievable levels of kavod and chesed for their fellow Jews. During this time period, we're in Avelos for the 24,000 Talmidim of Rabbi Akiva who perished during this time. And the Gemara tells us, "Mipnei shelo nahagu kavod zelazeh." This happened because they didn't accord the fullest levels of honor for each other. And I saw written in the name of Rabbi Yerucham, who asked, how could this have happened? I mean, Rabbi Akiva was their Rebbe. Rabbi Akiva was the one who taught the famous teaching, V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. You should love your neighbor like yourself. He was the ultimate model of that. When he saw what was going on with his Talmidim, why didn't he give them rebuke? Why didn't he give them musar and help them improve their ways? And Rabbi Yerucham answered that their level that they were lacking in showing respect for each other was so small, was so minute, that even the great Rabbi Akiva couldn't pick up on it. He didn't even notice it. Yet, in the eyes of Hashem, that small lack of kavod for a fellow Jew was so important that Hashem felt that he had to take their lives because they could not be the people to give over the Masorah of Torah to the next generation if they're lacking in even any small level of kavod for their friends. Let's take a lesson during this time. Let's take a lesson from the Atlanta Jewish community to try to reach the highest levels of giving just like they did, to think about the fact that, is there more that I could do for my fellow Jews? How can I give? How could I care and show honor even more for all the people around me?